Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to Sam Biology class. Friends, today we shall discuss about the concept of cell cycle. Cell cycle is a very important concept for biological science students. It is one of the most probable questions in various examinations such as undergraduate, postgraduate, CSIR, NET and GET and NEET and other related examinations. Before discussing the concept of cell cycle, I request all of you please subscribe my YouTube channel. The subscriptions are absolutely free of cost and your subscription will help me a lot to promote my channel to a new height. And also please share your comments so that we can improve the quality of content. So friends, what is cell cycle? The only way to make a new cell is to duplicate a cell that already exists. The sequence of events by which a cell duplicates its genome, synthesize other constituents and finally divide into two daughter cells is termed as cell cycle. It is the essential mechanism by which all living organisms reproduce. In eukaryotes, a cell divides once in approximately 24 hours. However, the duration of this time period varies from organism to organism. The cell cycle is divided into two basic phases. They are M phase or mitosis phase and the other phase is interphase. It is the M phase during which the actual cell division occurs, and the phase between two successive M phases is known as interphase. It is significant to note that in case of human being, the M phase lasts an hour, whereas the interphase lasts more than 95% of the duration of the cell cycle. This figure shows the events of a eukaryotic cell division. As already mentioned, the cell cycle is divided into two basic phases. They are number one, mitosis phase, which is also known as M phase, and the second phase is interphase. Mitosis phase begins with the division of nucleus known as karyokinesis, which involve separation of chromosomes and usually ends with the division of cytoplasm known as cytokinesis. In the interphase, the cells prepare for division. They grow and replicate their genome and also synthesize a variety of proteins in an orderly manner. The interphase is further divided into three subphases. They are number one, G1 phase. G1 phase is also known as gap 1. And the second phase is synthesis phase. Synthesis phase or S phase. And the third phase is G2 phase or gap 2. The G1 phase represents the time interval between the mitosis and the initiation of DNA replication. During G1 phase, the cells continue to grow. They remain metabolically active but do not replicate their genome. The replication of DNA takes place during the S phase. In S phase, the amount of DNA per a cell doubles. In case of animals, the replication of DNA takes place in the nucleus and the centrioles duplicate in the cytoplasm, whereas in the G2 phase, the cells continue to grow. It synthesizes different types of proteins in preparation of cell division. This figure shows the four phases of the cell cycle. These four phases are, as already you know, M phase or mitosis phase, G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase together constitute the interphase. And in case of animal cells, the interphase lasts for more than 95% of the duration of the cell cycle, whereas the M phase, during which the actual cell division occurs, lasts only an hour. In adult animals, some cells do not appear to divide. For example, heart cells. Some other cells do divide, but occasionally, whenever there is a need to do so, for example, to replace cells that have been lost due to injury or due to cell death. Such cells remain metabolically active but do not divide. They enter into another phase known as GO phase. In the GO phase, the cells remain metabolically active. They divide whenever there is a requirement to provide new cells. The two gap phases, G1 and G2, provide time for cells to monitor the external and internal conditions to ensure that the conditions are favorable and the preparations are complete so that the cells can commit itself to the synthesis and mitosis. Whenever the intracellular conditions are favorable and there are signals to grow and divide, then cells in the early G1 or GO phase progress through a commitment point near the end of G1 phase known as start in case of yeast or restriction point in case of mammals. So friends, this is about cell cycle and its various phases. In next video, we shall discuss about the cell cycle control system, how the cell cycle is regulated and what are the checkpoints, and what are cyclins and what are cyclin dependent kinases. For more updates, please subscribe Sam Biology Class. Thank you very much.